afternoon, evening YouTube. It's morning here. It's 11:30ish. Yes, exactly 11:30, and it's the 29th of July. Aha, very helpful. It's the 29th of July, and yes, today I am off back to Normanton to train with Nadine, figure competitor, who is, I want to say 6 weeks out, but I'm going to check. But yeah, she's looking lean and mean and ready to go. So yeah, it'll be nice to train with her. I've trained with her before, but not on the channel. I think I've just put it on the gram. We haven't seen each other since I did the posing seminar with Sanaya, and it was Paige's seminar as well. And that was a couple of months back, and I saw her then. She was looking mega, so it's going to be exciting to hit up a lower session today. I've got the Mattison's turkey rashers, which there's definitely a new recipe. These taste very different to how they used to taste, and they're also a lot more expensive than they used to be, but they're so nice that I just buy them sometimes. So I'm gonna cook off those with a cheeky little bagel, and that's gonna be my post-workout with probably a Squares bar. I think I've got one left, and yeah, I'm gonna cook that off. I'm also gonna make myself some chicken and rice. I've got the chicken cooked off. I just need to cook off some rice, which I'm gonna have before I head out. I'll probably head out in about an hour. So yeah, just getting everything ready now. I've got my intra workout to prepare as well. So I've been having the snow cone from the Innova farm. Really, really nice. I love all these flavors very much, and obviously like the actual formula itself is like really good as well. You've got all of your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 essential amino acids. So that's great. You've also got potassium in there and pink Himalayan salt. So really good for hydration and stuff as well there. So we're in a good spot with this. And so I'm going to make that up. I always make it up in advance and put it in the fridge so it's nice and chilled. Obviously, it's going to cool down a little bit on the way to Normanton, but yes, I would always recommend refrigerating your EAAs before, and not just like kind of making them up before you go to the gym. So I'm going to get on with that now, and then I'm going to get to Normanton and see Nadine, which is going to be fun. I am going to take it easy today, so I have been wiped with fatigue this week, like really, really wiped with fatigue. Like it's been next level. Like I'm not even joking. Like sometimes I've been like prep feels. It's kind of been 5 weeks since my last deload, and I'm just like, why is it every 5 weeks I feel I need to deload? It's like getting mad now. Like I don't want to keep taking training breaks. So I've done a bit of a devolume instead this week. So I had delts on Wednesday, and I just kind of went in one working set on all my main like presses. So I had an incline Smith press. I had the hammerthread dip, and I also had, what was the other? It was like the pre-core, like a tricep press, which I've been doing as well. And I just did one working set on those, and just did like normal kind of 2 or 3 working sets on like just isolations, like lateral raises and stuff, which to be fair, I tend to do 3 working sets because I'm really trying to get the capped delts. And I am like, yeah, I just think volume with any laterals is going to really help. So I've been sort of sticking to 3 working sets on that. So today I'm going to go in, try again like a devolume approach. So like on all the kind of big leg movements and pressing and stuff like this, I'm just going to go in with like 1 working set. And then I'm just going to obviously push Nadine to like where she needs to be pushed to, because obviously prep. So that's the plan. See how it goes. I've also checked in with Tom this morning. Weight's rocketed up. Blood glucose is down. So it's just overall my body's not happy this week. So I will kind of update you as well later today with my check-in response and see what's occurring from Tom's end and what he thinks of everything. And yes, I will see you in the gym.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but what you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
So for me on the hack squat, it was actually a case of just doing, well, the one top working set. So I made a really sensible decision here actually to do 3.5 plates on this. I've always kind of generally worked at 4 plates for the last few months when I've been doing this hack squat, this particular Atlantis. However, this last week while I've been fatigued, it just didn't make sense for me to absolutely completely gas myself out. And to be honest, like as you'll see, this set with 3.5 plates was really heavy for me. I wouldn't have been able to actually go to 4. I don't think I would have completely gassed myself out and not recovered from it. So I just did one big top set and then did a back off with 2 plates and just kind of went for higher reps. And yeah, to be honest, on the glute drive as well, I just did the one working set. Just tried to keep this to a devolume. So I did quite a lot of devolume sessions last week and this was one of them as well. And then towards the end of our session, so 5th exercise, we did the dumbbell Bulgarian split squats. Loving these at the moment, to be honest. Just the dumbbell in the hand on the same side of the leg that you're pressing through. So all the weight goes through there. As you'll see, I kind of have a bit of a forward lean on this one. So it puts kind of more of my weight through that leg. And yeah, get a really good connection with the glutes on this. So yeah, really enjoy this one actually. I'm finding it a lot nicer than when I was sort of worked up the Smith machine Bulgarians to an extent where I just didn't want to do them anymore. So really enjoying these, yes. So did a couple of sets of these and then we finish off with this really big set. Anyone that knows UF Normanton knows there's a massive red carpet down the middle of the gym and it's quite a big gym. So we ended up doing, I sort of put a 25 kilo barbell on my back and did walk-in lunges, ended up doing 50 walk-in lunges, so that because that was there and back. And yeah, that was the end of the session, very good one. So be prepared now to see some of Nadine's epic posing. She's looking absolutely sick 6 weeks out. In terms of like obviously this check-in coming Wednesday, we can obviously set everything in motion. In terms of like the amount of cardio, obviously it'll taper up as the weeks go on. So we'd start quite minimally at first because you're obviously not really doing much at the moment. So like probably put it in on rest days to begin with, something like 20 minutes on a rest day. So yeah, I was just going over kind of just replying to clients at the moment. It is now Monday and I've trained again. I've done my first session of like full volume again. It was a upper body session, so back and delts. I will be going over that session in the next video. I'll just kind of do a voiceover of it. I've already just put it on my Instagram this just now as well, kind of like a run through of each exercise and kind of a bit more of a rationale behind it. But I thought I could just do a YouTube on that as well, so that will kind of go into the next video. But I'll keep this one to kind of the whole the devolume approach and everything like this. So yeah, Tom kind of basically, I got my check-in back from Tom like as I was kind of just finished my session with Nadine, and he literally was kind of like, it was one of those check-ins where he was like, I'm not telling you off, I'm not having a go, but, and he was kind of just saying like, you know, are you eating your meals at the same time every day? Are you prioritizing your sleep, or is it kind of one of those things where you accept that your sleep just isn't that great? How's your volume in your sessions? Is it just that we're not recovering from that volume? And yeah, I just basically summarised. He kind of said about kind of looking at the bigger picture, and I think as well, just sometimes I can catastrophize. So when something like, oh my God, I'm so fatigued, like I'll sort of catastrophize, and at the end of the day, look at the bigger picture and kind of like small things that I can do to improve overall and not necessarily be taking training breaks every 5 weeks. Yeah, like lastly, Tom just said, you might just be that person that needs to rest every 5 weeks. So yeah, but obviously for me, that's not going to be ideal. So But yeah, I feel all right. A little bit tired today, but I think having a few devolume sessions definitely worked, and it's definitely something that I will look to continue in the future, rather than always having to like fully deload. Like obviously in the next couple of weeks time I probably will have to do that, but I just wasn't ready to take a break this last week. I wanted to trial something new and see how it went, and I do feel that overall it was a good thing to do, and yeah, I am happy with it. Hopefully I'll recover all right from this devolume session. This devolume couple of sessions, I mean, hopefully I'll recover well from the full volume session that I've done today, which obviously I'll be able to see in the next couple of days whether it's all right for me to have gone back up to full volume again. Yeah, the other factor is that I'm kind of during my period as well, and I think my body is still getting used to having periods again after I didn't have them for 4 years, being on the Marina coil, and then now I had that removed in April. My body is still probably getting used to how it feels to have a proper period, and the fatigue and the energy demand that comes with that. So yeah, we'll just kind of see. I'll keep you guys updated obviously on how it's all going. You know, Tom said as well, like potentially are we eating enough? That's something that we'll have a look at, you know, and just literally I'll be assessing my body over the coming weeks and feeding back to Tom, seeing what we both think. But that's where I stand at the moment. He's also like, you know, reminding me about just really focusing on carbs post-workout. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm not really hungry, but he's like, you know, it's not about like that. Like, are you waiting till your appetite spikes before you eat, and just having food when you fancy it rather than when you should be eating it? And I'm kind of like, that's probably a good point. So yeah, I'm not really hungry right now, but that's not the point. The point is we need carbs post-workout. We need them there, straight in, shuttling in for recovery. So I've already had quite a big bowl of cereal, but I'm going to crack on now, and I'm going to have a bagel. Yes, in fact, I've already had one of these bagels. So I had a bagel this morning, so what I'm going to do is have a cinnamon one instead with jam, just carbs on carbs, and that'll be me. So I'm going to pop that in the toaster now and crack on with that. And yeah, that'll be it for this video, guys. That's enough from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, you know, any questions you have about the session or anything that I've talked about, devolume, etc., just drop them in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to like this video if you did actually enjoy it. Put the notification bell on and you'll actually get notifications when I upload a new video, because I feel like at the moment people only really find out through Instagram if you follow me, you know, when I've got a new video up. So yeah, just put the notification bell on and you'll always know when I've uploaded a new video as well. And then obviously subscribe if you are new, and I will see you soon in the next video where I'll go through some training footage and explaining more in detail about my sessions. Until then, ciao for now.